David Kurtz here for TPM Media. We're outside the convention center at Netroots Nation with former Alabama Governor Don Siegelman. Welcome.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here. And I guess I would start out by saying that if they can do this to a former governor, they can do it to you, they can do it to your family, they can do it to the unemployed steel worker, the housewife, the hairdresser, the mechanic. And what we have to do is get to the bottom of who was it that hijacked the Department of Justice? Who turned it into a political tool to gain and retain power? We have sworn testimony from a Republican lawyer that places Karl Rove at the scene of the crime. Rove is, at first he said he would testify, then he said he wouldn't testify, then he said he would testify under certain conditions, and now he just doesn't show up for the subpoena.
So a year ago this time, what were you doing?
A year ago this time, I was in handcuffs and shackles in isolation at a maximum security prison. And what a difference a year makes. Last year I was in prison. This year they're talking about holding Rove in contempt and, no telling where he may go.
We've got several investigations going on internally at Justice Department. The Office of Professional Responsibility is looking at your case in particular.
And they're looking at the Paul Minor case in Mississippi.
And a few others.
And then we've got the Special Counsel's Office, which has been investigating Rove, investigating the White House, investigating themselves, preventing investigations, covering up investigations. And, we don't know who's covering up for whom at DOJ. All we know is that it seems like everywhere we turn in DOJ, somebody's covering up for somebody else. It's either the Office of Professional Responsibility is not doing their job, or the Special Counsel's covering up, or DOJ itself is refusing to release documents that the House Judiciary Committee has subpoenaed. So
what's the status
covering up.
On the OPR and OIG investigations? Have they contacted you directly?
They have just last week contacted my lawyers asking for evidence. Well, that's kind of silly. I mean, they're the ones who have the evidence. They're the ones who have the documents. They're the ones who can subpoena the witnesses. They know the allegations. They have the testimony of this Republican lawyer that places Karl Rove at the scene of the crime. They know who else was involved in that alleged conspiracy. So they need to do their job. They are foot dragging on this investigation.
OPR is?
OPR has been dragging its feet, and of course the Office of Special Counsel appears to have been involved in a cover-up all along.
Is there evidence that you'll be able to provide to them that they don't have already?
I don't think so. I think they've got everything they need.
You mentioned a couple of the other cases. Paul Minor in Mississippi is one. Georgia Thompson in Wisconsin is another. The Diaz case in Mississippi as well.
I really believe that's just the tip of the iceberg. And that's why it's so important for Congress to get their hands on Rove's documents, his emails, the computer servers. They've got to dig in and try to find the extent of the misuse of the Department of Justice for political reasons.
Governor, we appreciate your time.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you much.
Okay.
David Kurtz with former Alabama Governor Don Siegelman for TPM Media.